friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the concept of Vipreet Raj Yoga, a yoga which could be responsible for giving you success, that too in some difficult circumstances. So guys, when it comes down to decoding or measuring the list of the other Raj Yogas, like where we talk about the Panch Mahapurush Yoga, Lakshmi Yoga, Saraswati Yoga, Gaj Kesari Yoga, these are certain alignments which are not that difficult to understand or find out in your chart. But when it comes down to the Vipreet Raj Yoga, there are lot many do's and don'ts which are involved. Not only this, Vipreet Raj Yoga will give you success in difficult circumstances, but also you cannot take the language of the classical text as it is while decoding or seeing the fulfillment of this yoga in your chart, because for certain lagnas, the definition as it has been mentioned in the classical text like Fal Deepika, you can go by exact language, but in certain cases for specific to certain lagnas, you might not find that definition getting fulfilled. So that is the only reason, guys, in this video first we will try to understand what this Raj Yoga means, what could be the alignment which needed to be fulfilled for this Vipreet Raj Yoga, what could be the indicative results, and then we will jump to the specific to all the lagnas. So guys, to start with, like the way it has been mentioned in the Fal Deepika, first of all, for this specific Vipreet Raj Yoga, the houses which are involved or the players which are involved are the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, the Dushtana Bhava. A lot many astrologers also take 3rd house as well, which I do not find any significance of 3rd house. Like if you actually want to experience the strength of this Vipreet Raj Yoga, it would be much better to only take these 3 Dushtana Bhava only, 6th house, 8th house, 12th house. Now the way it has been mentioned over there is that if you will find that in your 6th house malefic planets are placed over there, and your 6th house lord is placed either in the 6th house, 8th house or 12th house, that will form a Vipreet Raj Yoga known as the Harsha Yoga. Now if you will find that your 8th house lord is placed in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, that will form a Vipreet Raj Yoga known as the Sarala Raj Yoga. And if you will find that your 12th house lord is placed in either of the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, being conjunct and aspected by malefics, that will also form another Vipreet Raj Yoga, which will be known as the Vimla Raj Yoga. So now guys, what does all these Vipreet Raj Yoga mean? So guys, try to understand the significant qualities of the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house. Now as you know that 6th house is the house of the difficulties, but at the same time this is also the house of competition as well, being serviceful as well. Whether you have to become a politician or in whichsoever capacity, if you have to win over any of the threats, any of the rivalry, you need to have a strengthened 6th house. Now when it comes down to 8th house, 8th house is the house of research, of occult, unexpected gains, joint resources, and the collective psychology. So any of the contribution coming in from the 8th house can give you a upper edge over all these areas. Now guys, when we talk about 12th house, definitely 12th house is the house of enlightenment, of the moksha, other dimensions, far away land. So if this house is working out favorably in your case, then it can give you success from all the attributes of the 12th house. But now guys, the catch over here is that as the name suggests, like if you do not speak Hindi or Sanskrit, so this Vipreet Raj Yoga could be translated as in English as success in the difficult circumstances. So that in itself means that this yoga will definitely give you success, but in order for you to earn that, it will not be served to you on a platter. You have to prove your mettle, you have to work hard, and in certain cases you might have to go through some initial hardship, rejection, court battles, then only you will rise and you will shine. Guys, in synchronicity with this yoga, if I were to explain some real life examples specifically from our mythology, from our holy books as well. So you can see a typical Raj Yoga as to the life of Arjun. like from the Mahabharata. So you must be knowing that Arjun was born in a royal family. He was being trained by a family or a royal teacher, preceptor, Dronacharya. But when we take up the case of Karan, so irrespective of being talented, he has to first of all face all the humiliation of being born to a low caste, which was not true, because he was one of the brother of the Pandavas only, but he was being given away after the birth by his mother, real mother. And after that, throughout his life, he has to fight for his true identity, to prove his competency, and even in order to get his teaching or get a proper formal education and training, even for that he has to lie, like to his own guru, like to the Parshuram. And even that did not paid him in any way, because even he at then got the curse from his own guru that at the most difficult times, when you will be in the dire need of this education which I gave to you, my curse to you is that you will forget everything. And guys, if you remember, right at the time when the battle was taking place between the Pandavas and the Kauravas, and Lord Krishna, every time like they both are fighting at the end, Karan and the Arjun, every time like Karn is throwing any of the weapon at Arjun, Lord Krishna was complimenting him, to which Arjuna asked Lord Krishna that when I throw any any of the weapon towards him, his chariot goes like 12 steps behind, and when he throws something at me, my chariot just goes 2 or 3 steps. So why are you still complimenting him? To which Lord Krishna said this thing to Arjuna, that me as the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, carrying the weight of the whole universe, is sitting there in your chariot. Lord Hanuman is standing right over there on the top of your chariot. Even after that, if Karan's weapons can push the chariot to such an extent, that in itself means that how much competency and how much power does Karna holds. So yes guys, so when it comes down to Vipreet Raj Yoga, the only name which comes to my mind is of the Karan. So this Raj Yoga or Vipreet Raj Yoga could be connected with the life of Karn only, that he got the glory, he got the success, but only after fighting hardship or extreme hardship. Okay guys, now after understanding this, so like the way I explained it to you, that the 3 Vipreet Raj Yoga which will be formed from the 6th house known as the Harsha Yoga, from the 8th house which will be known as the Sarala Raj Yoga, and from the 12th house which will be called as the Vimla Raj Yoga. So how it will work? So that's very simple. The Harsha Yoga which will be formed because of the contribution of the 6th house. So generally it has been seen that people who end up becoming some crusader, or who are responsible for the mass movements, or in specific professions like policing or like in judiciary, you will definitely find a strengthened 6th house, or any of the combination taking place between the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house. Like the way guys always say this thing, that like specifically out of these 3 Dushtana Bhava, 6th house still has got a say where our free will, our endurance, our fortitude can give us success. But the minute we will reach to the 8th house, 12th house, the third power and other entities also start taking a toll over there. This could be your own karma, this could be your own past, or this could be some sort of third power having a say. But yes, 6th house Harsha Yoga can actually give you success in any of the competitive situation. So if you are someone in whose case this Vipreet Raj Yoga is getting formed or getting fulfilled, so trust me, in no matter in which sphere of life, in which age group you are facing hardship, you have got that potential to find success or be great in your field. Now guys, when we talk about the 8th house known as the Sarla Vipreet Raj Yoga, so that in itself means that anything to do being known as the learned in the society, to have a long life, or to affect people in a very collective way, or affect the mass psychology of the world, or doing something where bringing out some deep secret, or doing something in the realms of mysticism can be attached with this Lagna-Specific Vipreet Raj Yoga. And lastly guys, for the Vimla Vipreet Raj Yoga getting formed from the 12th house, so generally it has been seen that people who remain lucky, like at the initial half of their life, they are not very well treated by their kith and kin, by people or circumstances within their native country or within their community. So they find success in faraway lands, or this could be in some unusual circumstances as well. So yes guys, now we will shift our discussion to the customized Lagnas, because when it comes down to the language as mentioned in the classical text, you have to understand it or break it down, tone it down specific to your Lagna. And guys, one thing which I want to mention over here, because here we are talking about a Vipreet Raj Yoga which will give you success only after facing or going through the hardship in the life. So that in itself means that whenever it comes down to your endurance or your focus, your personality, your life, ascendant becomes very important. Ascendant Lord becomes very important. After that, Sun and Moon becomes very important, because very soon you will get to know that for certain like Lagnas, when the sign of the Sun, which is Leo, and sign of the Moon, which is Cancer, will be falling in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house as well. But as you know that Cancer and Leo, they do not get the dosha of the rulership of the Dushtana Bhava. And second thing is that if your ascendant Lord is weak, that means that you lack that vitality, you lack that energy and focus. If your Sun is weak, so somehow guys, your morals, your conviction is not that strong. And if Moon is weak, then definitely your emotions, your feelings, your negative thinking will keep on putting you down, because here we are talking about a Raj Yoga which will throw lot many challenges, obstacles, criticism towards you. But in order for you to come out of all of these problems with winning colors or with success, you need to have a strengthened Moon, strengthened ascendant Lord, and strengthened Sun in your case. So okay guys, let's shift our discussion to the customized Lagnas. So now guys, if you will take up the case of the Aries Lagna natives, so definitely guys, looking at their case and going by the definition of the Faldipika, so we have to first see what is happening in the Dushtana Bhava. So guys, for the Aries Lagna, 8th house, which can give rise to the Sarala Vipreet Raj Yoga, will not be getting fulfilled, because your ascendant Lord in itself has got the rulership over your like 8th house. In your case, even the Vimla Vipreet Raj Yoga will not be getting fulfilled, because as you can see that Jupiter definitely has got the rulership over your 12th house, but it is the most auspicious planet for your Lagna, because it has got the rulership over your most auspicious 9th house as well. So that in itself means that for the Aries Lagna natives, the best form of the Vipreet Raj Yoga can only form in the form of the Harsha Vipreet Raj Yoga, which can be only formed by your 6th house Lord, which becomes the planet Mercury. So guys, as you can see over here that because Mercury is not a favorable planet for you guys, it's the functional malefic for you, and because of its rulership over the 6th house. Now if you will find that for the Aries Lagna natives, if Mercury being the 6th house Lord is placed in the 6th house in itself, even if it is placed in the 8th house, or even if it is placed in the 12th house, native can attain success if all other factors are supporting it, like ascendant Lord is strengthened, 10th house Lord Saturn is strengthened, and over and above that, if Mercury is going to be forming this Vipreet Raj Yoga, Harsha Vipreet Raj Yoga, then definitely native will make best use of his discriminatory intelligence, of his skills, of his fighting spirit to find success. And nothing could be better than that. If this dasha of planet Mercury comes at the time when you have to go through all the competitive exam, native can do very good in the time period of Mercury if this Harsha Vipreet Raj Yoga is going to be getting formed. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Taurus Lagna natives. So guys, in your case as well, now as you can see over here that for you guys, your 6th house Lord becomes planet Venus, which is your ascendant Lord as well, which will not be fulfilling the requirement of the Vipreet Raj Yoga known as the Harsha Vipreet Raj Yoga. After that guys, now as you can see that in your case for your Lagna, Jupiter is not a benefic planet for you guys, not at all. And if you will find your 8th house lord planet Jupiter to be placed in the 6th house, to be placed in the 12th house, then definitely Jupiter hold this power to give you the results of this Vipreet Raj Yoga, in your case known as the Sarla Vipreet Raj Yoga, in the form of being learned, being wise, being very intuitive, sudden gains, unexpected sudden speculative gains, or some inheritance and all can also take place if Jupiter is going to be forming this Vipreet Raj Yoga. After that guys, your 12th house lord, which is the planet Mars as well. So although Mars in your case has got the rulership over your 7th house as well, but just because the in your case the Mool Trikona sign of the planet Mars has fallen to the 12th house, so that in itself means that Mars will also hold this potential to give you the good results of the Vimla Vipreet Raj Yoga if it is going to be placed either in the 12th house, or even if it is going to be placed in the 8th house or the 6th house. Now guys, moving ahead, now for all the Gemini Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, as you can see that these three planets, like your 6th house lord becomes planet Mars, your 12th house lord becomes planet Venus, and your 8th house lord becomes the planet Saturn. So guys, to the best of my experience, which I have found over here, is that you cannot afford to have your 8th house lord planet to be afflicted, because in your case Saturn has got the rulership over your 9th house of your luck and fortune as well. So just in order to get the result of anticipated results of Vipreet Raj Yoga, if your 9th house lord Saturn, 8th and 9th house lord Saturn is going to be placed in the 6th house and 12th house, Bhagya, fortune will not give you the best results. So that in itself is not a very good sign, or not to expect much if in your case Vipreet Raj Yoga is getting formed, but because of the contribution of the planet Saturn. Second thing is that guys, I guess same goes with the planet Venus as well, because in your case Venus has got the rulership over your 5th house as well, which is one of the important trine house. So I would say that the best form of Vipreet Raj Yoga in your case can get formed, which will be the Harsha Vipreet Raj Yoga, which can be formed because of the planet Mars. So guys, if you will find that your 6th house lord planet Mars, if it is placed in the 12th house, if it is placed in the 6th house in itself, or even if it is placed in the 8th house getting exalted, definitely this can give you Vipreet Raj Yoga of the highest form, where your determination, your willpower, your fighting spirit will give you success for sure. Now guys, for all the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see over here that because starting first from your 6th house, so in your 6th house you will find the say of the Mool Trikona sign of the planet Jupiter. Now just because Jupiter is your 9th house lord as well, so you cannot be only eyeing towards this fulfillment of the Vipreet Raj Yoga, because if your 9th and 6th house lord is going to be afflicted, being placed in any of these Dushtana Bhava, it will tone down or bring down the qualities of your good luck as well, of your 9th house lord as well. So because of which I would say that you will not get the best of the results of the Harsha Vipreet Raj Yoga. Now when we talk about the Sarla Vipreet Raj Yoga, so definitely guys, your Saturn is a arch enemy to your like Saturn sees your ascendant lord as its arch enemy. So definitely if you will find Saturn to be either placed in the 8th house, 6th house, 12th house, forming this Sarla Vipreet Raj Yoga, it can definitely give you success in difficult circumstances. All of the big things in your life will happen. Like I will not be surprised even if your marriage will also take place in some unusual circumstances when you might have given up, or some sort of big commercial gains and big success might comes to you only after facing hardship or in some unusual circumstances. Now guys, definitely in your case, the Vimla Vipreet Raj Yoga can also get formed because of the role which Mercury is playing in your case. It has got the rulership over the 12th house and 3rd house, both the houses which are not very good. And if Mercury is going to be placed either in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, it can give you the best results of the Vimla Vipreet Raj Yoga, like residentship in foreign land, support from unknown sources, being able to save money as well. So it is a good combination. Now guys, for all the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that definitely we cannot say that your 8th house lord, which is the planet Jupiter, now because in your case Jupiter has got the rulership over your 5th house as well. Now just in order to be eyeing the good results of a Vipreet Sarla Vipreet Raj Yoga, it will also tone down the good qualities of your 5th house, of your intellect, of your dealing with your progeny as well. So if Jupiter 8th house lord is going to be placed either in the 8th house, 6th house, 12th house, you cannot go by the writings of the classical text that you will get the good results of the Vipreet Raj Yoga, because it will also tone down the good fruits of the 5th house as well. But yes guys, in your case 6th house lord, which becomes the planet Saturn, if Saturn is going to be forming this Harsha Vipreet Raj Yoga, being placed in the 6th house in itself, or in the 8th house, even in the 12th house, in difficult circumstances, it still holds this capacity or power to give you good results. And guys, in your case, because moon has got the rulership over the 12th house, now like the way we say this thing, that if moon in itself is going to get weak, being placed in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, although going by the classical text, it is going to be forming the Vimla Vipreet Raj Yoga, but it will tone down or bring down the confidence of the native. It can also make someone timid and fearful, which will not give you right set of confidence and fortitude and resistance or endurance to face the hardship which needed to be gone through before finding success through this Vipreet Raj Yoga. So I would say guys that Saturn can actually prove to be giving you the good results of this Vipreet Raj Yoga only. After that guys, if you talk about the Virgo Lagnas, so guys, in your case, as you can see that in your case, I would say that the planet which can give you the good results of the best form of the Vipreet Raj Yoga is going to be the Sarla Vipreet Raj Yoga, because of the contribution coming in from your 8th house lord, which is planet Mars. Now Mars in your case is not at all a good planet. It is a functional malefic for you guys. And now if you will find Mars to be placed in the either 8th house in itself, 6th house, or even in the 12th house, it can give you the best of the results. Like in the most difficult times, finding money, finding some support from unknown sources, or doing something very good in the fields of research, or intuitively being able to sense any of the imminent danger, or being able to gather up resources in any of the threatful times and all. So overall guys, Mars can actually give you the best results of this Vipreet Raj Yoga, known as the Sarla Vipreet Raj Yoga. But when it comes down to the contribution coming in from the 6th house lord or the 12th house lord, it is not a good indication. First of all, when we look at your 12th house, Sun has got the rulership over there, which will actually bring down the signification of your confidence, of your vitality, and your morals as well. And definitely when we talk about the 6th house lord, which is the planet Saturn, so it has also got the rulership over your 5th house as well. So that in itself means that just in order to find success in the hardship or win over your rivals, your mind might also get perverted, or it might also give you difficulties on the account of progeny as well. So the best form of Vipreet Raj Yoga for a Virgo Lagna could be experienced only through the placement of the planet Mars in the 6th house, 8th house, or the 12th house. Now guys, for all the Libra Lagna natives, so definitely guys, starting first with your 6th house. So your 6th house lord becomes the planet Jupiter, which specific to your Lagna becomes the functional malefic planet. So now guys, definitely if you will find Jupiter to be placed in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, this can actually fulfill the requirements of this Harsha Vipreet Raj Yoga, in the way that you can be a very good lawyer, or in any of the fields connected with the 6th house, which are definitely law, health industry, fitness industry, food industry, service, hospitality industry. So definitely if you will choose any of this profession, so while going through any of the fiercest competition in these fields, you can actually carve a niche for yourself, or you can find success even after facing any sort of resistance, obstacles, or challenges. But now guys, when we talk about the other houses, like definitely if you will look at the 8th house, So 8th house carries the energy of your ascendant lord in itself. So definitely guys, if you will go by the classical text for the Vipreet Raj Yoga, getting from the 8th house called as the Sarla Vipreet Raj Yoga. So it is kind of sensitive over here, because in the 6th house your ascendant lord will get exalted, in the 8th house it is going to be placed in its own sign, and in the 12th house it is going to get debilitated. But guys, the concern over here is that because in whatsoever way, because Venus becomes your ascendant lord, so in these kind of alignments it can definitely create a hurdle in the smooth functioning of the life, and also it can also create concerns of the vulnerability to health as well. So I will not say that Venus could contribute the best of the results of the Vipreet Raj Yoga. Now guys, if you will look at the 12th house, I will still say the same thing, because your 12th house lord becomes planet Mercury, and it has also got the rulership over your 9th house as well. So that means if Mercury is going to be placed in any of these houses, it can actually tone down the concerns of the luck supporting you as well. So specific to your Lagna, Jupiter can definitely give you the best of the results of the Vipreet Raj Yoga. Now guys, for all the Scorpio Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that starting first with the Harsha Vipreet Raj Yoga, which can be formed from the 6th house. So again guys, in your case, because 6th house lord becomes your ascendant lord Mars in itself. So if Mars is going to be placed in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, it will actually tone down your energy or your determination or willpower to fight or withstand any of the resistance. So I will not say that the best results of this Vipreet Raj Yoga could come from the 6th house. Now if you will look at your 8th house, so definitely guys, in your case you can experience the best of the results of this Sarla Vipreet Raj Yoga, because Mercury becomes your 8th house lord. It is not a benefic planet to your Lagna, and it has also got the rulership over your 11th house as well. So in any case, for a Scorpio Lagna native, if you will find that Mercury to be placed in the 6th house, 8th house or 12th house, this can definitely give you success. Your intelligence, your like thought process, your strategies, your planning will definitely take you to the heights. No matter how much hardship is coming in, you will be able to make your way, and also have this capacity and power to influence people's psychology through your speech, through your communication, gains through joint resources. So overall, it's a good combination, good placement. Like Mercury can give you the best results of this Vipreet Raj Yoga. And also guys, when we talk about the contribution coming in from the 12th house lord planet Venus as well, so yes, Venus can also give you success if you will find Venus to be placed in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, fulfilling the requirement of the Vimla Vipreet Raj Yoga. So residence in foreign land, or making some discovery, or anything to do with the some sort of success in the realms or domain of mysticism, of fantasy, of spirituality as well. Now guys, for all the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that to begin with your 6th house, definitely your 6th house lord becomes the planet Venus, which can give you, or which is fulfilling the requirement of the Harsha Vipreet Raj Yoga. If you will find Venus to be placed in the 6th house, or in the 8th house, or even in the 12th house, it can definitely give you good results in the form of because of your fighting spirit, because of the charm or passion, or your good relationship management, or capacity to sense any of the imminent danger or threat beforehand. Or this could be that making use of your charm or your sensuality to do things in a very unorthodox way, or make some arrangements behind the scene. So overall guys, Venus can actually give you success if it is going to be fulfilling the requirement of your Harsha Vipreet Raj Yoga. Now guys, when we talk about the moon, so like the way I have already mentioned this thing, for the Vipreet Raj Yoga as well, ascendant lord has to be strengthened, and we should not include the moon or the sun as a part of this required Vipreet Raj Yoga, because luminaries do not get the dosha of the rulership of these houses. And also, if moon is going to be getting afflicted, being placed in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, somehow it will negatively affect your psychology as well. You will not be able to withstand any of the hardship as well. You might be very fearful, you might be always making things in your own mind. So I will not say or will not categorize. Now that is a different fact, that your 8th house lord becomes the planet moon. In the 6th house it is going to get exalted, but again guys, in the 12th house it goes debilitated as well. And even if moon is going to be exalted in the 6th house, still guys, in lot many cases I have seen where there is a lot of the financial crisis or financial lack, or in lot many cases concerns with the debt or health related concerns as well, being very prone and vulnerable to migraine, to stress as well. So overall guys, I would still say that your 8th house lord, which becomes the planet moon, might not give you the best results of this Vipreet Raj Yoga. And the same goes with your 12th house as well, because your 12th house lord becomes the planet Mars, but it has got the rulership over your 5th house as well. Now if Mars is going to be placed in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, it might give you success in different avenues. Your mind might be very kind of very secretive, good problem solving skills, capacity to sense any of the imminent threat or danger. But the concern over here is that it will badly affect the attributes of the 5th house, which is the house of our progeny as well. So the best form of the Vipreet Raj Yoga for the Sagittarius Lagna natives can be formed because of the placement of Venus in the 6th house, 8th house or the 12th house. Now guys, for all the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that starting with first with your 6th house. So guys, in your case, Mercury has got the rulership over your 6th house, but it is your 9th house lord as well. Now we do not want our 9th house lord to be in any way placed in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house. This is not a good indication where luck will support you in all of the testing times. So I would say that I will not include the 6th house lord. I will also not include 8th house as well, because as you can see that your 8th house ruler becomes the planet sun. Sun and moon never get the dosha of the rulership of the Dushtana Bhava as well. So in any case guys, and if sun is going to get weak, it might also create a concern of the too much of the threat on your public image, or how you will survive, or how you will get along with your bosses and the seniors and all. So overall guys, whether we talk about your health, your vitality, your public image, sun cannot give you the best of the results of the Vipreet Raj Yoga. But guys, in your case, as you can see that in your case, Jupiter has got the rulership over your 12th house and the 3rd house. So Jupiter is the functional malefic for you guys. And now if you will find Jupiter to be placed in the 6th house, in the 8th house, in the 12th house in itself, it can give you the best results of this Vimla Vipreet Raj Yoga, where success in the foreign land, doing something very unusual, or some sort of breakthrough, innovation, research, strong grip in meditation and all these occult subjects can be foreseen. And the best part over here is that because in any case, in your 2nd house, we find the energy of the frugal planet Saturn, which becomes your ascendant lord as well. And if your 12th house lord is going to be making this Vimla Vipreet Raj Yoga, so you'll be able to save money as well. You will not incur too many expenses in the life. Now guys, for all the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that your 6th house lord becomes the planet moon, which even if it is going to be forming this Harsha Vipreet Raj Yoga, being placed in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, it will still create energy of making someone still very timid, very fearful, and kind of very prone towards stress, given to any of the situation of competition, resistance, obstacles or threat. Now when we look at your 8th house, over here guys, the good part is that because Mercury in your case has got the rulership over your 5th house as well. So in certain cases, if you will find Mercury to be well placed, being your 8th house lord, it can actually make you very researchful, can give you a very scientific mindset. So Mercury can still contribute irrespective of the fact having a rulership over your 5th house. It can still give you the results of the Sarla Vipreet Raj Yoga. And guys, when we talk about your 12th house lord, so guys, as you know that because it's not only that Saturn has got the rulership over the 12th house, but it is your ascendant lord in itself. So you are already well equipped how to deal with sacrifice, how to deal with losses, how to do your job unconditionally. And just because Saturn is the Karaka, significator of all these 3 houses, Dushtana Bhava as well. So in a way we can say this thing that you can get the best of the results of this Vimla Vipreet Raj Yoga if Saturn is going to be placed in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house. That in itself means that your expenses are going to be made in some graceful, rightful things. And over and above that, success in foreign land can also be foreseen, and your recognition and your glory might come because of how serviceful you are or how much you have sacrificed for the well-being of the society. And lastly guys, for the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, definitely in your case, because Sun has got the rulership over your 6th house. So now if you will go by the language of the Phal Deepika, where the 6th house lord being placed in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house give rise to the Harsha Vipreet Raj Yoga. But still guys, because Sun do not get the dosha of the rulership of the Dushtana Bhava. Second thing is that Sun also represents your vitality, your health, your public image as well. So it might create lot of challenges or obstacle for native to withstand any of these threats. Now guys, when we talk about your 8th house lord, which becomes planet Venus, which has got the rulership over your 3rd house and the 8th house. So definitely guys, Venus can actually give you the best of the results of this Sarla Vipreet Raj Yoga if Venus is going to be placed in the 6th house, 8th house or 12th house, in a way that intuition guiding you well, capacity to make some breakthrough in the fields of research, some speculative gains, or being very lucky in the matters of joint resources can be foreseen. And now guys, when we talk about the role of the planet Saturn, so definitely guys, Saturn also is not a very kind of auspicious or favorable planet for you. So definitely, and in your case, your 12th house lord gets exalted in the 8th house. So Saturn can actually give you the best of the results of this Vimla Vipreet Raj Yoga if it is going to be placed in any of these 3 Dushtana Bhava, where you can find success in the fields of research, exploration, residence in foreign land. Too much of the achievement and accomplishment far away from your birthplace can also be foreseen with the contribution of the planet Saturn. So guys, like the way you must have understood so far, I started this video with first explaining you the way it has been mentioned in the classical text. Over there it has been simply stated that if you will find your 6th house, 8th house or 12th house lord to be placed in any of these 3 houses, it will form a Vipreet Raj Yoga. That in itself means that your success will come in the difficult of the times. While undergoing or facing lot many challenges or obstacles in the life, you will rise and you will shine. After that, whatsoever I have interpreted that for this specific Lagna, it's not the 6th house but the 8th house lord only which can give you the results, or for this specific Lagna is the 12th house lord only which can give you the best of the results of this Vipreet Raj Yoga. So all of that is my interpretation, it's my personal interpretation, and what you think about it, or if you have these yoga in your chart, in the chart of the people who are known to you, so what has been the ultimate final outcome, I will be looking forward to your suggestion and your views or your findings in the comment section of this video. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs on this concept of Vipreet Raj Yoga. For furthermore updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.